Just the time it went by fast. Things that haven't made no sense. Strange things and weird events. Second-guess it and give it a stir. It will bring you back to her. You will make it by living your life. Some things no asking twice. My mind wanders all of my past. So many things I just can't grasp. I feel lost, can't find my way. Looking back, I just got to say, Mr. Gumbo cooking up in my head. It's got me thinking, jumping out of my bed. Ingredients in the back of my mind, mixing up from the front to behind. I'm in the shadows, I'm trying to see the Mr. Gumbo, it's surrounding me. I'm in a place that's the oldest time. Mr. Gumbo, it's an ancient rhyme. I'm living in a mystic gumbo. I can't deny the way I go. It's got me thinking about a mystic gumbo. I'm caught up in the ebb and flow. Stirring up some mystic gumbo. Pot boiling mystic gumbo. Mystic gumbo.
All right, baby. How y'all doing, baby? It is Tuesday, baby. It's Tuesday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. And I'm glad y'all are here. I'm glad this family is with us indeed. Hey, my button ain't working and my, oh, wonderful. My button's not working. Anyway, how y'all doing, baby? It is indeed Tuesday. I'm glad y'all are here. We'll get to the buttons here in a minute. I guess I've got to restart it because something's going wrong with my button thing here. And I'll restart it. It is Tuesday, baby, and I'm glad you're here. This family is growing all the time, baby. I'm just so happy with it. First one to jump in today was Richard Phillips, followed by Seraphin Coley and Michael Johnson. Thank you for being here. Let me see. I got to hit that button, see if it's working. It ain't. Oh, there it went. It finally worked. All right. Seraphin Coley, Michael Johnson, Dwayne Twizzle is here, as is Dorothy Tyndall, Charles Stokel. Thank you for being here. Aaron Trombley. Always happy to see you there, baby. Mark Perkins and Karen Van Wyck. Paula Gibson is here, as is Sharon Hookah. And Adina Michael, thank you for being here. Claudia Garcia. Oh, don't you start messing on me. Sue Van 50. Robin Lyons is here. Carol Gillens. Hello, Bernadette, baby. I'm going to need you here in just a minute. BW is here, as is Debbie Marie. You know, there's a lot. Greg Talbert, buddy, I think I seen your name in the chat. Jump up here and join in the conversation, buddy. Glad you're here. Mark Perkins, Aaron, oh man, I'm just repeating myself. Teresa Diggum, Richard Phillips. There are so many names here. David Billings, I'm going to jump on down here because Blue Dot Dusty. Hey, we're going to talk about you in a minute here, Rose. And Keith Beal, our buddy, and Kathy, I'm sure. This is a large family we have here, baby, and it grows all the time, this family of names that we've come to know and love so much. And it just, it warms my heart, baby. But as in any family, there are times when your heart gets broken, baby. And you have to deal with it. And we have to deal with things as a family. This morning I received a call from Andy Paguda, a.k.a. the Filthy Mouth Liberal, who informed me that Bud Holmes, the husband of Joyce Holmes, Blue Dot family member for a long time, passed away. Bud passed away this morning at his home suddenly. And I got to talk to Joyce on the phone. And as anybody would expect, she is devastated. Her and her husband married over 40 years. So I can only imagine that kind of loss, because my wife and I have been together for 44. Hope I don't get that wrong. But it breaks our heart. So to those of you that may know Joyce, reach out to her. Lift her up in prayer if you're religious. Please do. Keep her in your thoughts and send good vibes. She lives up by Hampton Roads out in Virginia, and I'm sure her day is just devastated. And I don't think she'll be watching tonight, but I want her to know that our hearts are with you. Our thoughts go out to you. And I told her on the phone, if she needs anything at all, just reach out and let us know. And so there's always a little pain that comes in every family. But we have to share that, and it's what any family would do. You don't have to always be in the same town to feel that loss. So please keep Joyce in your mind, in your prayers. Send her some good vibes, and we'll help her get through this as best we can. On other family news, unfortunately, our dear friend Aussie Dave has been hospitalized over in Australia. I talked to Velika, who was the first one to reach. This family is very tight, baby. Velika was the first one to bring it to my attention, and his son Daniel has been keeping us informed. The last we heard, Dave went into surgery, as I understand it, for a blood clot in his brain. And so, yeah, again, if you're a praying person, lift them up high, baby. Lift them up high for Joyce and for Aussie Dave both. This family hurts, because these names have become synonymous with our family. We've already added Bud's name to our memorial scroll at the beginning of the show and at the end. And Travis said it was the hardest thing he does is having to add a name to that list. And surely this family feels the same. Anyway, not all good news is good news. I mean, not all news is good news. And I don't know. It's rough, baby. It's rough. I know every one of you feels the same way I do, and just it's hard, baby. It's hard. Anyway, on the brighter side of things, let me thank I got Christmas cards, baby. I got Christmas. I hope y'all notice I got my tree up, got some lights on it. I don't think you can see the little ornaments and stuff. There's ornaments and stuff. It just blends into like a ball of lights over there, I think. I don't know how good a job I did on it, but there's my Christmas tree. We got little icicles hanging back here behind on the, you can't hardly see them things either. Anyway, got icicles behind us over here by the hog. Trying to get into the festive spirit. Anyway, I got a Christmas card, baby. This first one is from, well, there you go, Rose. From Dusty Rose, and who now resides in Tunbridge, Vermont. She just recently made the trip up there, and I saw the ride. It says Christmas. Wait a minute. Christmas fills our homes. Christmas fills our homes with blessings, and wishing you a heartfelt, joyous, happy memories and beautiful blessings for the life. And anyway, right there, got a little. Oh man, you can't see that. Well, I'm doing batting 1,000 on this shit, ain't I? Anyway, it's got a little pickup truck there. My wife and I were discussing, was that a Ford or a Chevy? I think it was a Chevy. She said maybe it's a Ford. I don't know. The debate continues. And then I got a card from the wandering and finally back home, Donna Sturdivant from Oklahoma City, and I don't have to look, baby, because she's back where she belongs. And it's a Merry Christmas. Got some nice ornaments on there. Oh, look at her. You can see that one. And it says, Joyful wishes for brightest and best of the season. Indeed, Donna. That's why I hung the things up there. Anyway, let me put them back because we're going to hang those up on. I don't know. I'm going to have to do a better job on that. Anyway, thank you very much, Rose and Donna. We appreciate it tremendously. I love finally got something in my mailbox, man. I went to the mailbox and Lord have mercy. Mail. It's been dry for a long time. Anyway, let's get this show going, I guess. Let me see who we got in the room with us here. We got Andy Paguda. Thank you, Andy, for being here. Brother, thank you for letting me know this morning. Andy's got his mic muted there. Andy has been on the phone with Joyce. Actually, Joyce reached out to Andy, and that's how tight this family is. Some members of these family have really reached out to each other, and it's heartwarming.
I thought somebody had me muted. Okay.
No, it was you. It was you. Hello, Andy.
John, how on earth are you, man? How are you doing?
We're hanging in there. What do you say? Like a hair in a biscuit? We're trying to hang in there, brother.
I am hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit, brother. I hope you're doing well.
I am, and you?
I'm just wonderful, man. I couldn't be any better. I'm in a bit of a tizzy right now because of our friend Joyce, and
right.
I'm trying to grieve with her right now. I'm a little late. I don't know if you've announced that or not, but
yes. I knew the last message I got from you was that you were on the phone with her at the time.
I was.
And is she doing all right this evening, or?
She reached out to me today and she said, "Andy, you're the only minister I know." And we know there are a couple of more ordained ministers within our group, but
yes, there are.
She reached out to me and asked me to call her, and I called her, and we prayed together, and we did, we spoke for a time.
Good.
And we've spoken for a season beyond that on the internet, and I can't help but just toss all the love I have right now out to her because of what she's going through right now. And oh my goodness,
it's devastating.
I can't imagine what it feels like.
No, after a mate for over 40 years, and when I talked to her, she, calling him down for breakfast, and he didn't come, and so she had to go look for him, and so it's extremely heartbreaking.
She broke down immediately when she answered the phone and she found out it was me. She
well, Andy, I'm just so thankful that you've been talking to her, and helping her through this. With me and you talked earlier. That's what it takes. That's what it takes. Somebody who cares, somebody who can.
I'll tell people right now, John, that we're open all night.
Yeah, we are, buddy.
If anybody needs me, don't hesitate to call me.
I told Joyce the same thing. She can call that number anytime she wishes. She can call my number. I'll be there, brother, and I know you will be too. That's what I mean. That's what this family has become.
That's what we do for each other. That's why we are called family.
That's it, baby.
We're not
the
just
Blue Dot
friends.
Family.
We are a family, and that's what we do for each other. And I don't see any reason why I can't pick up my phone and call any of you and ask anything, and you won't be there because I know you will be.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there, babe. Anybody that's got my phone, my number already knows. Use it anytime you wish. As a matter of fact, I just missed a call from Tony Giacomella out in Crescent City, California. So, Tony, I'll call you back later, buddy. You called me right before the show.
I tell people, John, if you don't have my number, ask somebody.
Ask somebody.
They have my
give it to
permission to give it to you.
There you go. It is. We're a close-knit family. And when something tragic like this happens, it speaks more to the fact that you don't need to be blood to be family.
No, none of us are blood, but we're all family.
That's it.
We all love each other.
She knows who this family is, and I feel so proud to even be mentioned after such a heartache. You know what I mean? That you came to mind, or this Blue Dot family came to mind. That's what this is, even in a moment of tragedy.
Well, Joyce called this afternoon, and I got the message from Dusty, from our Blue Dot Dusty sister. But
Rose.
She said, Joyce Helms is trying to reach you. Joyce Holmes, I'm sorry, forgive me. But she's trying to reach you. Would you please get in touch with her? And I did. And I called her, and she said, well, you're the only minister I know.
Now, Andy, I don't know whether to be honored or really be, because we have others in this family.
I was thrown for a loop.
I considered it an honor, Andy.
Once in a while, and I did consider it an honor, and yes. I did exactly what she asked me to do. Oh, for crying in the mud! Let me decline that. My grandson is calling on his cell phone. It's 5.
Well. You want to take that? Let's get David in the room here. David's with us. David, how are you doing?
I rejected that.
Hey, John. Hey, Andy. I'm doing okay today.
Good.
I just got the news about Joyce and Aussie Dave.
Yeah. It's been a rough day.
I'm kind of absorbing that.
Yeah.
I'm putting some of the lighthearted things I was bringing today on the back burner. I'll put it that way.
Well, don't put them too far back. We might need them here in a little bit.
All right, I'll bring them out when needed.
All right,
there.
There you go. Yeah, it's a sad day. But we just got, now we have people on our mind. We have Joyce on our mind. We have Aussie on our mind, and yeah. So it makes it a little bit more difficult to have a conversation about something else when that keeps popping into your head. But let me see. I wonder if I ever fixed that. That's not the right one. That's the right one. Wait a minute. Let me check something here. Oh yeah, I fixed it. I had to fix my sound thing there.
Sounded to me like you cracked a whip there, didn't you?
That's a slap. Guys? That's what I use for the he needed slapping along when somebody says something stupid. They need slapping.
I wasn't sure what you were doing with that whip, but I was going to try to steer clear of it.
Watch it, brother. I'll whip. Anyway.
You gave me a good segue there, John. Slap Dan Crenshaw for me, will you?
Oh, pray tell, what did he say? That's the old boy down here in Texas, right?
Dan Crenshaw, eye patch, likes to do a lot of his political ads with guns.
Of course he does.
Climbed up on his high horse today to criticize the other Republicans for being crazy, and that he's the only one that's really conservative enough. And irony's dead. What can I say?
Boy, howdy shit. It's a strange world we live in now. It's a different world of politics. Look at that idiot out of Kentucky, Macy or whatever his name was, with his whole family in front of the Christmas tree. Every time I think of that or see that picture, it just irritates me in so many different levels.
God bless his little pea-picking heart.
Man, they're in a different place, Andy. You know?
They are. They really are.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what place that is, but they're out there somewhere.
It's not a safe place. It's not a good place for our nation to be. It makes me concerned about certain people.
It's an out-of-touch place.
It is. And when they're out of touch with reality, anything goes with them, you know. But we march forward. Let me put that down there. We march forward, baby. January 6th committee sent out, they got over 100 names that they've asked for information from tech companies.
And it looks like they're going to get the testimony from Mike Pence's number one guy, too.
Yes. The Pence team seems to be cooperating. Mark Meadows kind of took a U-turn.
Now, my question is, how many of them sumbitches they going to have to lock up?
Well, not enough would be my answer. Because I have a list.
I got a solution for that. Let the people out that have in there for marijuana possession.
Yeah.
Make space for these guys.
Yeah, let's make room for some real criminals, the ones that have created crimes against our country.
I've got to take a nitro. Bernie just came in. Oh my!
What happened, Andy? Nitro.
Bernadette, are you here?
Shit! His heart. Look at there. He's got eyes. He could just see her right over there. Bernadette.
I see.
Did you bring a hose with you, dear?
I did. I brought the fire hose. Down, Andy, down.
Bernadette, how are you, darling?
I'm trying to be as well as I possibly can with my brother in the hospital like
Oh.
that. It's a little difficult, but in between the tears and the long distance praying, I find moments of joy.
Well,
Because Andy certainly is one of them, and I'm so glad that Joyce was able to find you, Andy. Because
I'm glad she was, and if you need me, you know how to find me, or I'll be happy to call you. But
now see how this all worked? Because it was Rose that called Andy, that called Joyce, and called me.
Yeah,
That's the way the family
does.
It's just like any other. Call your Aunt Marcia, call your your Uncle Billy, or whatever. You know.
Yeah, that's what we do.
That's what we do.
Super freaking cool. You know what's super freaking cool is that Daniel, Ozzy's son,
Yes.
had the presence of mind of reaching out on Discord to the Blue Dot family because he knew how much Ozzy Dave cares about this family and is a part of this family.
He
and
is.
He knows how much he's loved. And Daniel, his son, reached out to us to let us know what was happening and has been keeping us updated through the last couple of days. And I find that amazing. I find that amazing.
I do.
We're so happy he's done that.
Yes.
We're so happy he trusts his family enough to be able to reach out to us.
In both Dave's case and in Joyce's case, it was our family. This Blue Dot family was part of the initial response.
People, we have family all over the world. We could go anywhere in the world, and there will be a Blue Dot there to welcome you in,
somewhere,
and to take you in and to hold you tight.
You're right.
It's amazing. I think of.
Y'all notice the title of the show today? A Family of Love. That's what I called this show today.
That's what we are, John. That's all we are.
And Hank in the Netherlands. I mean, we've got people all over the place.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing that we keep in touch. And Discord is one of the ways that we can keep in touch and personally talk to people, just like we're doing right here.
Right now.
I mean, we're doing this through Discord.
Through Discord.
And
this is Discord.
And yep, this is where we get to talk to one another and hear another voice and feel the love. And
if you're hearing this right now, this is what it's like in the Blue Room. After the show, when we all run over to the Blue Room to talk, this is exactly what it is. It's no different than the show, really. It's like we're all sitting around the table and discuss. And let me tell you, there's some discussions that go on, baby.
And the beautiful thing is, we love you just as much over there as we love you when you come into this room.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go. There's a lot of love to shove around. So, yeah, if y'all have not checked in on Discord, you can go to bluedotintexas.com. There's a link there. And Travis, who's in the room with us also, I think. I know he is, because he's the one.
Don't forget to remind him I have this special kind of love for Bernie, but we'll show that other one.
Yeah, see, that's what goes on in the Blue Room, baby. Do you think we call it the Blue Room for nothing?
There's several rooms in the Blue Room where if you need a private room, you can get your own.
Well, I'll take you to any room you want to go.
Listen, y'all. I'm going to have to get a stick, I swear. I'm going to have to get a stick. Let me thank... let me
John, remember?
Huh? Yes, I remember.
Bernie and I do this all the time.
I know it.
Yes.
You're making me jealous, you asshole. What the hell you doing around? I found her first,
That's Mr. Asshole.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Asshole. Let me send out a few thanks. Let me send thanks to David Billings, who came in with $5 donation and said, we all reach that age when our buttons stop working. Yeah, my buttons anyway. They make a pill for it now. They make a pill that makes your buttons work again.
I got a bottle of pills in there for that.
It's a family show. Keep reminding myself. And Lady Freedom rocks, and indeed she does. Came in with a $5 donation and said, kind of a gloomy day. Well, darling, sort of, but we gotta, every ship at sea goes through some waves, baby. Just hang on. It's gloomy, but the sun's right on the horizon.
And just above those clouds, the sun is shining.
The sun will come out. I think they ought to write a song like that or something.
I got a thing in the wedding script. I'm going to have to look it up, but it says something about the sun And it's no matter if the clouds come and hide the sun, yeah, the sun is always there. I'll get you an exact quote in a minute.
Always there.
I like,
It is.
Always there. Always above the clouds, there's sunshine.
I use that quite often in my wedding scripts when I do that.
how romantic.
I've got to find it because I don't want to misquote it. But it's a beautiful thing the way they do that.
Well, I always sing in my head that I like to walk on the sunny side of the street if I can.
Sure.
I live so high in elevation that we get a fog bank below us almost on a daily basis. This time of year, it settles down into the valley. And this morning, this afternoon, as the fog was rising, it was like you could walk right out on top of it. And I've been in town long enough and worked down there long enough to know that underneath those clouds, it's doom and gloom, and it's a dark and dismal and dreary kind of day. But above those clouds, it's bright and sunny, and it's always like that. I
have seen this picture. Bernadette sent me a picture one time of what she's describing, and it looks like a bunch of islands, the peaks up where they live.
I call it lake disappearance.
Lake, it does. It just looks like a giant lake down there, and the tops of the mountains are the only islands around.
Here's the quote if you'd like to hear it. I just found it.
Go ahead.
Please.
It said, "In your journey in life together, remind yourselves often that love, of the love that brought you together. Give the highest priority of that love. When challenges come, remember to focus on what is right between you. In this way, you can ride out the storms. And when the clouds hide the sun in your lives, remember, even if you lose sight of it for just a moment, the sun is always there."
It's always there, baby.
It's always there.
Keep your eye out.
It might be behind the clouds, but it ain't going nowhere.
Oh man,
that's right.
Yeah, people, because Mama and I have been together 44 years, and whoa, that's a long time, John. How do you get there? Well, it ain't always easy, and it never is really. When you got that many years behind you, there wasn't every moment wasn't a star-studded day. As a matter of fact, several we barely made it through, and I don't even know to this day how we did. But it's a give and take thing. You got to help each other. You got to remember why you fell in love.
It was meant for you to make it.
Yes. As a matter of fact, Mom and I were just talking the other day, because I'm quite proud, because after 40-something years, I am sure that, when I was a sailor, when I met Marcia, I was a young sailor, and Marcia was a young lady, and everybody looked at us like, nah, they're not going to make it. Yep, we made it longer than anybody. I guess anybody else now. I think me and Marcia have now, out of the people that we know, have been together longer than anybody else.
Congratulations, John.
So I kind of look at it like, nah.
No, y'all know how to do this, right?
She still warms my heart every day.
They know how to make it do what it do, baby.
That's it. Anyway, Tim Torkelson just came in with $5 and said, Bernadette's brother, get well soon. Biden calls Putin. Yes. My mouse was in the way. Yes, he's a goon. Abortion rights gone. The fight goes on. Thank you, John and Travis, and fuck Trump. Tim Torkelson, thank you very much, and how well put. Yes, we all hope your brother gets well soon, Bernadette.
We do.
My brother is your brother, and I'm talking about Ozzy Dave.
We love him like we love you.
I thought it was your... Man, you had me scared there for a minute, because my heart sank when you said that. And I was thinking...
My brother is fine.
Yes. Yeah, okay.
My brother that I was speaking of is my brother down in Australia.
Thank you. Because just a minute ago, my heart was sinking, going, oh, man, are you shitting me?
You're talking about our brother Ozzy, right?
Yes.
God bless him. Yes.
Yes, Ozzy has a... he's a very charismatic guy. Plus, he's got that, accent shit going on.
I'm not sure what all the details are of his illness at this point, but my God, he's one of us. You
Yes.
know, that's all we need to worry about right now.
He's a big member of this family. And,
Yeah.
and we miss him many
Very
times.
loved.
He's part of our international flair. You know, it's we love to hear his perspective from someplace outside of the country. How the rest of the world is looking at us.
I think I have him as a personal Facebook friend, but naturally I'm in jail right now. So
Oh, of course you are, Andy, because you're always in jail.
You're always
I got
in
2
jail.
more days, baby. I'll be back.
There's a reason they call him the filthy mouth liberal. I'm just saying.
That's right.
Well,
or a
this
preacher,
is kind of what
especially.
we do for a living. I don't make any money at it, but I sure do make a fulfilled life out of it.
I mean,
Hey, Andy, whatever you do, don't change.
there you go. Just don't change. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, baby. I
'Cause it's
appreciate
work.
that. I will be sure to do just that.
There you go.
Or not
Makes
do
me
that,
happy.
as it was.
Makes me happy.
That's his goal in life. Are you shitting me?
You know I'll do anything
all
to
that
make you
matters.
happy.
Hey, David, how you doing? You know what? I thought I'd talk to you while these two are just, having their thing going here.
We're going to go over to the side.
I don't know. That Dave inspired me to write a romance novel.
know it.
There you go.
I know it.
I'll buy it.
No. This isn't romance. It's pure lust.
Pure love, baby.
It is.
I can write one of those,
Call it
too.
what it is.
No,
Let's
love,
call it
love,
what it
love.
is.
Love, lust. They both start with L and end in bed.
There you go.
So however you want to do it. My wife told me that.
Your wife told you that.
She
That's
did.
right.
Love, lust. They both start with L and end in bed. Who cares?
Boy.
Call it whatever you need to.
Where
okay?
else are you going to find such fine entertainment? Not only with news, information, but we're like a soap opera here. There's things
And
that
where's
go.
the wisdom?
Yes.
Where's the wisdom?
They minister too. Don't
And a
forget
minister
that,
and
you
words
know?
of wisdom.
If you
We're-
keep your lust in your love, then you always got a goings on.
Always. Talking
Always.
about lust and love. Hi, Keith. Hey, Kathy. Are you with us, Keith? You got your
They
mic
are
muted, buddy. Talking
I love
about
the picture of them that they used for the
talk
cover
about
picture.
romantic couple. They just renewed their vows, man.
Yes.
Yes.
Isn't that awesome?
They just got married again to each other.
Again.
I mean,
Again.
that's a pretty good recommendation. They could have gone out and married somebody else, but no, they decided to marry each other again.
Hell, I'll marry anybody. Just come on over here and pay me the fee and we'll be
That's
done.
for anybody that may be looking for a preacher to hitch him up. Andy Paguda is indeed a minister in good standing, and he can indeed hook your ass up with a marriage. Anyway,
I ain't scared.
Keith, are you there? I see you lighting up, Keith, but I don't hear you.
Yes, I am.
There he
Okay,
is.
we was
There he
just
is.
talking about love and lust, and look who popped in the room.
Well, Mama's not here.
Ah,
Oh, wow.
Right.
I am at hunting camp, and you are now coming in from my
You're-
cabin in the woods.
you're still out hunting?
Nice.
Yeah, well, it's a 2-week season here.
God damn.
All right.
Well, you doing
Now,
any good?
Ask me what I have got.
What do you got?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Are
Nothing.
you?
And
Are
I
you-
haven't only but seen one, and it was too far away.
Well, are you enjoying yourself?
Yes.
Okay,
That's
see,
all
it's
that
just
matters.
like fishing. Sometimes the
You know
fish come around and bother your ass. You got to reel them in, take them off the damn hook, throw them back in the water, put rebait, all that stuff. Just leave me alone. I cast a line out there, leave me alone.
That's why it's called fishing, not
That's
catching.
right. It's not catching, it's fishing. And I do a lot of that sometimes.
I love this place.
Well, good, Keith. I'm glad you're up enjoying it, my friend.
Yeah. The only thing that's bumming me out is that nobody that's here has got a deer yet.
Well,
That's because nobody has seen them.
eh,
Like I said, I seen one, but it was way too far
what's
away.
the weather like up there? Is it cold?
Yeah, it's a roller coaster.
Up and down.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have no snow to speak of.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
not moving.
Snowed for a little bit. I don't even think it's still out there.
Yeah, if it ain't cold, they ain't moving. You know. When it's nice and cold and brisk, they'll be out there moving around.
It's been raining here too.
Yeah.
That'll
And
keep
cold and
under
raining
cover.
doesn't work real well for the deer to go hide in the thicket.
Yeah, I gave it up. I'd see plenty of deer every day. If I wanted one, I could get one on my way down to the mailbox. Easy. As a matter of fact, all I'd have to do is walk up to the fence over there and hold some corn out in my hand. I'd just reach out and grab him, but I'm not inclined to do it. But we have deer all up and down this street.
I have deer too.
When you come in at night, you really have to be careful. They're all out there in the road feeding around on something. So
I have deer that come right up to my house and eat my roses.
eat your roses.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're coming around to visit those bluebirds that are dancing around your head. Anyway, let me thank Jeremy McDonald, who came in with a $10 donation. Jeremy, thank you very much. And Diana Mallory, whom I know personally, bequeather of the Gong and Secret Squirrels, sent in $5, said, Matt and Marjorie Cucumber swing. Oh, I got my damn mouse in the way again. Singing the blues for the. Oh, man. My screen's messed up. Matt and Marjorie Cucumber singing the blues for the terrorists locked up in D.C. Are you shitting me? They can sing the anthem all the way to hell. Amen. Yes, there's the cucumber.
How about a couple of slaps for the?
No shit, slap both of them. But a couple times.
Good news in that press conference they're holding, though. A reporter finally called them on this bullshit and said, why do you express all the sympathy for them and you expressed no sympathy for the Capitol Police that day?
And they said,
and they got real defensive and said, well, we support all the police that were victimized by BLM and Antifa, and start going off on that, and they're pulling back. Said, but this was the Capitol Police, and this is this situation.
And the ones that protected your asses while the House and the Congress was under insurrection.
Well, the reporter was there that day, and he said, I saw police suffering from the effects of bear spray of the people that were doing this, and then they're so caught up in this twisted reality where it's really the FBI that did this, but the poor people in the prison are still victims. They're trying to play both sides. It's very strange.
No, they're talking to their fucking base, which are white supremacists, and that's the only thing that they care about because that's where they get their money from.
Yeah. Let me send out a thank you to Keith and Kathy Beal. I know Keith's there. Thank you very much. Keith sent in $10, and he said, hello, Blue Dot family. Thank you very much. And yeah, I'm an old sailor. Old sailors. Martha Olivera made a comment, and she said, how about a moment of silence in remembrance of Pearl Harbor? So, yeah, if you please. A date that would live in infamy, and it's still known that way. Oh, we have so much to remember in our history. Indeed, today is December 7th, and yeah, I've been to Pearl Harbor. I've seen the Arizona.
I have too.
And it will move you. It will move you. Over 2,000 died that day. As a matter of fact, Marcia's friend Deborah took care of this lady, Miss Nevy, and Miss Nevy was up in age, and Deborah stayed with her until she passed. But Miss Nevy she was married, had a little daughter on December 7th at Pearl Harbor, and the stories that she told of that day are just so vivid, the way she described them, and how she was so scared because it was Sunday and her little daughter was in a red dress, and she was so afraid when she first couldn't find her because she thought that red dress was like a target, something they could aim at. Mm-hmm. And yeah, some of the history, some of our and within our own Blue Dot family, I believe me, you would not believe some of the people and some of the things that they have been through in this family. And for some unknown reason, they talk to me about it, and it's just, man, you don't know who you're talking to sometimes. And yeah, so always remember that. You never know who you're talking to. But we do know we're talking to everybody in here. Right, Andy?
And we talk a lot.
And we talk a lot.
And John?
Yes.
Sailors don't get old.
No.
Their dinghies just get a leaky.
We get a little leaky in a dinghy, and you know.
They do get a little salty.
We do that. Yeah, we do get a little salty. I think all of us have a little too much salt in our blood. If you're in the Navy, you know what that means. Anyway, yeah, I have a lot of memories from my time in the Navy. And I'm sure that every one of our veterans have their time in service, no matter what it was, it will live forever in their brains. The good, the bad, everything will forever remain with you. And it's good that way. It's good that way because you know who you're with. Anyway, Jeremy, how are you doing? Uh-oh. I seen him and then he was gone. He was in the room and then just jumped right out. There he is. Jeremy.
That's the wrong button.
Watch the buttons, buddy. Let me tell you.
Hey.
Johnny Fly sent me a thing. I haven't seen it yet, but it's something about buttons, so I got to watch it.
On top of what happened today, 80 years ago on a Sunday, tomorrow, 41 years ago tomorrow, John Lennon was murdered.
That's right.
I know that because it's my birthday.
Oh, is it? Tomorrow is your birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you early. Happy birthday to you, Jeremy. Happy birthday to you tomorrow.
Happy birthday to you.
There you go.
Thank you.
So got you covered, brother. How old will you be?
Yeah. Be 41. I died the day.
41. Downhill, brother. I'm telling you, the rocky road ahead of you, it ain't worth it. I'd turn around and go back.
You look like a monkey and you smell like one too.
There you go, brother. You got the whole treatment. Anyway.
In there too.
Dusty Rose is now living up in your neck of the woods somewhere. I got a card from her today, so now we got two Blue Dots in Vermont. Probably have more.
Since we're talking about miserable motherfuckers,
Donnie?
About that nice little parade. No, that nice little parade we had on Saturday from the Lincoln Memorial.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go. You want to know what's wrong with this country? An infestation of cockroaches like that.
And that right there was the group that was at Charlottesville that killed a native Vermonter.
Yep.
Yes, they just
Heather
changed
Heyer.
their name.
Heather Heyer, indeed.
Changed their name to hide who they are.
They all bought khaki pants, black shirt, and a white man.
Red, white, blue shields.
Yep.
Like they're Captain America.
Look, carrying the American flag. Are you shitting me?
A white sport coat and a pink carnation. Something like that.
Yeah.
If you watch some of those videos right to the end, at the end of the parade, one of them does yell Heil Hitler, just so you know who they are.
That's who they are. That's who every one of them are. And they're not wearing that mask so they can keep from getting COVID. That's the new Klan hood, I guess, to them.
No.
That's the new Klan outfit. They got to be kind of clandestine about it. So khaki pants, a shirt, and a white mask, to be safe. But those are the ones, and they're not. It looked like a lot, but it's not.
They show us who they are.
Yes.
And they can be identified. Okay.
Yeah.
We know who
We're
they
going to
are.
find them.
Because this country's going to advance despite of them.
By
We're
the way,
going to move
can I say
forward
something real
despite
quick?
of their ass.
And this
Can
is
I
going to
say
piss Dave
something
off.
real quick.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Jeremy, enjoy another annual trip around the sun, darling.
Oh, thank you.
You're
Like I said,
welcome.
this is gonna piss David off, but I'm gonna give Dan Crenshaw a slow golf clap. At least he called out what it is, and said that they're not people who are here for policy; they're for attitude and basically arguing with other people. That's all they care
That's
about.
it.
He was
He told
right
the
about
truth.
that, even if it's
That's
hypocritical.
Doesn't
the
piss me
truth.
off.
It's not about
it's just it's just it's so self-unaware of him because he does the same thing.
Yes,
I'm not even
yes.
sure he realizes how big of a hypocrite he is.
No, they don't
Here's the
see it.
beautiful thing about what we do, people. Your policy might be one thing, and the policy on the right might be another thing, but there is not. There is a way that we can compromise It doesn't matter what they think. Doesn't matter what we think. You can mesh all that together and come up with something really cool out of it if you want to work to do that.
Except they don't have a policy. They don't have anything.
And they don't have a desire to work with us on anything.
They've got no plan. They've got no.
Their plan right now is to create.
Come up with something to get the fuck out of Dodge.
We've been doing that for 20 years. We've been telling them to come up with a health plan alternative. We've been telling them to come up with an infrastructure.
Years. I understand that.
Yeah. It's not about the issues. It's all about the attitude with them. This has nothing to do with anything that Congress is trying to do.
But they do have a plan.
90% when he
They
says
do have
chaos.
a plan, you guys. And their plan is to simply grift this country for as much as they possibly can through whatever means that they can.
I'll take it a step further. I think their plan is to create as much harm to this country as they can, so they can point at it and go, "Look how terrible things are." That they are willing to let this, block bills that all of us are in agreement with, that have common sense things.
That's going to keep them in power forever.
Forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of
I was glad to see the barely bald Garland, A.G. Garland, come out and say that he was going to bring, a case against the state of Texas for gerrymandering under the civil rights law, and to use that law for whatever is left of it to use, since John Roberts gutted the shit out of it.
Yep.
But still, he's trying to be the lawful AG, I suppose.
I was glad to see the lawsuit come.
I wish he had giant cassava nuts instead of little tiny peanuts.
Yeah, I love the way they also came out with the fact that Texas gained 2 congressional districts because our population increased by millions, and I can't remember the exact, by 95 million.
Was the majority of that though the minority population that grew, not the white population?
Yes.
Hispanic, by a majority, in what they classify as non-white.
Hispanic people get you the 2 extra seats.
Yes.
But they are going to go to conservative representatives of the minority.
They are going to white majority districts. That's what DOJ is calling out.
About that.
Yeah, there's something obvious here.
It's all about the redistricting that was done because of the 2020 census.
Yes.
And how that was rigged and how that was planned and rigged. So I give Garland his props for making that call. It needs to happen in every other fucking state that's out there.
Well, what we need to do is get off our ass. We have 2 serious major pieces of legislation, the For the People Act and the John Lewis Voting Rights Act, both in the Senate. We hold the Senate. Think about that. These bills are in the Senate. We hold the... Why aren't they getting passed?
Filibuster.
Yeah. There's the ticket,
John,
baby. And until we get rid of that...
Not to interrupt, but I see that Catman 56 has had his hand up, and he actually has an accept button. But Catman, you have to hit the green button to accept to come into the room and speak with us. Please do.
Please,
bruh.
Keith.
Please do.
Yeah. Keith, he's a mainstream over there in the Blue Dot after the party. Come on, Keith, you can do it. Hit the accept button, buddy.
And come on in. We love to hear your voice. And that being said, John, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No.
There you go.
There he is.
Quick apologies to Andy Pagoda, too. I didn't mean to offer offense or drive you away. Feel free to come back.
Feel free to come back, Andy. We didn't mean to be so rude. That's all David's fault on the way. We'll blame it on him.
It is.
I don't know.
I have strong feelings about Republican, quote-unquote, governance.
Oh, I'm sure he didn't leave on your behalf. He may have got lost in the...
Oh, John, I can be obnoxious.
Can you? Go for it. But before you do, let me thank Nita Parker, who came in with a $5 donation and said, "This is such a wonderful, caring family. I love it. This is how the world will be healed. One loving thought at a time. Bless your heart, Nita Parker. Thank you very much, baby. And indeed, isn't it the only way the world's ever going to heal is if a conversation is started, one that's genuine, and I don't know. So many things we need to fix in this world.
I have a lighter, ironic story to kind of change topic.
What?
Okay.
What would happen if one of us were to steal $70 million?
$70 million. Wait a minute. Do I get caught? Do I get caught?
You'd get caught.
Oh,
You'd get
man.
caught.
And
See?
you get caught.
How come that people...
What do you think would happen to you, John?
What do you think would happen?
Lord. Well, A, I wouldn't be a millionaire anymore because I got the money back. B, my ass would be so far under the jail, daylight wouldn't be seen for the rest of it.
Good news.
What? What
you
happened?
don't get to go to jail.
I don't get
and you get to keep your money.
And get to keep my word. Sign me up, David. How do I get this deal?
You have to get back what you stole.
And you only
can't steal anymore.
You only get banned from stealing those kinds of things together. And he wasn't a millionaire. He was a billionaire.
A billionaire.
This guy in New York, Michael Steinhardt, he's a hedge fund manager. That should tell you something right there.
Yes, it does. Tells me a lot.
He stole $70 million worth of antiquities and art. Got caught and had to surrender them. But no punishment beyond the fact he can't buy more art.
I think I read a headline about the art thief thing. Really? That's the punishment? Yep. Don't do this again?
Lifetime ban from buying antiquities again.
Like getting banned from Facebook.
Now, he knew that the art and the antiquities were stolen. And he purchased them anyway. Wouldn't that be like buying stolen property, receiving stolen property? You would go to jail. Probably for a long fucking time.
Well, I think the key word in this case is the word billionaire.
But
kind of.
This is our two injustice systems that we have in America. If you got money, it works for you and you get the fuck off. If you don't, see ya.
Yeah. And so much of that, man, is we watch every day. If you don't have a lot of money and don't have a powerful lawyer, your case is
Crumblies.
just...
The Crumblies.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
the kid who shot up the school and his parents. The kid has been given a court-ordered attorney.
Yeah.
And his parents, they hired their own.
Yep. Keith dropped. He was in the room and dropped out. Anyway, let me thank him. Catman56, our buddy Keith, who was just in here, donated $5 and said, as a person of color who joined and served for America, I now ask, what did I fight for? Not what we are seeing today. That's from a veteran, my friends. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my brother. Hoorah. Yeah, that's a rough question for a veteran. Is this what I fought for? No, you fought for something better than this, Keith. Something better. And that's what we're working on to try to improve every day through our elected officials, and we hope it works, brother. But it gets bad sometimes, but we need to stay in the fight, brother. You know yourself. You got to adapt, overcome, go forward, never go backwards, baby. And so that's what we do. We adapt to the changing circumstances. Whatever it takes, we overcome. And in this case, we have to remember that when 2022 comes around, because not all the voting laws are going to be fixed. So whatever freaking hurdle some Republican legislation is thrown in your freaking way, you adapt, you overcome, and you move forward. You get what it takes to get that vote out. I can't
Maria
stress
Bancourt.
Yes.
Her chat just related to what we were just talking about, and I did hear this story, and it made me a crazy person.
Mm-hmm.
Her chat over on YouTube.
Who's?
Super chat.
He hasn't gotten the super chat yet.
Do what?
Oh, the damn delay! I keep forgetting about it.
What are y'all talking about?
Maria Bancourt super chat.
Super chat coming.
It's coming.
Chat feature.
How y'all do that? I'm sitting here
we're
now looking at
watching-
my screen going, what? Did I miss something? I've got
We're
1,
watching
2,
basketball.
3, 4, 5 screens with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 windows. And I ain't seen nothing.
Bernadette can do it because she's really talented.
Yeah.
I can do it because
I wonder how Bernadette could do it
ADHD a little bit.
sometimes. I'm thinking some of them bluebirds, are maybe more than what we think they are. I'm just saying.
Well, John, I'm beginning to wonder if you're going to get this super chat, and in case you don't, Maria Bentoncourt sent in $5 and said, meanwhile, a black man got arrested for stealing his own car. The cops pulled guns on him.
Yeah, this drove me crazy.
For stealing his own car.
Yeah, can she
Well,
get a
Maria
gun?
Bettencourt won. Thank you very much, darling. It has not come up. Are you shitting me?
No. But,
We're not
This
there
is
yet,
America.
baby. We've got such a long way to go.
Because we don't have a justice system. We have injustice systems.
We have
There's one for those that have money, and
Yes.
there's one for those that
Yes.
don't.
and that has been forever. But we're getting hello, baby. Hello, sweetie. We're getting tired of this shit. We're seeing it too damn much. It's in your face nowadays. So what? They broke the law. I'm powerful or I'm rich. One of the two. And talk about an entitlement society like Joe Manchin was talking from his yacht. No, yeah, we have an entitlement society, all right. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Hey. I'm tethered to the wall by a wire. Can't stretch too far. I got my Secret Service ear device in my. All I
You're
need is
plugged
dark
in, huh?
sunglasses and a suit, and I'll just stand around with my hand in my pocket.
You need one of them, you want to be one of them men in black?
Yeah, I got one. Have you see that? Can you see that? Look at her. Got a little thing here that clips my thing over here that goes underneath here and hooks to the secret radio and all that shit.
All right.
Yeah. Incognito.
Is that what they call it?
That's what they call it, I think. I don't know. Shit.
Earwig.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, yeah, that's the way our country works. If you got money, you don't go to jail, and all you have to do is just say I'm sorry, and you get a little smack on the hand. But if you ain't got money, see you later, and hope like hell they don't kill you while you either going there or once you do get there.
Or kill you in your own apartment while you're asleep.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still that. That still hasn't been settled. No one's been punished for that.
See, that one just came through, but I saw it on my screen a minute ago. So let me thank Michael Johnson, who just came in with a $2 donation and said, "You forgot my donation earlier, buttons and screens. Fuck Trump." I didn't see that one either. I must have something going on with my... Because if I didn't see
You've been
Maria
lagging a little
Bettencourt
bit over
yet
on
either.
YouTube.
Michael Johnson, thank you very much. Huh?
I've been lagging a little bit earlier on YouTube, and it might be that's what's messing it up.
Something might mess it up. So if you made a donation, I haven't seen it yet, I'm sorry. And I appreciate every one of them. Believe me, baby, every one of them.
Boy, if we could just get those infrastructure bills passed, then maybe we all could have high-speed internet in real time.
Yeah.
There's a thought.
That's a thought because it's part of the infrastructure, and yeah, I'm waiting on it now. Hurry up and get it out here. I'm so, I would, because they advertise that shit on TV. You see the commercials all the time. Oh, look at here, 200 megabyte download. Are you shitting me? Really? They show people that just load a screen and it just zooms right up. Not me. Kind of like, just wait a few seconds there. It'll get here. Oh, there it is. Sort of like that. It's just not. I want something faster, because if we had faster, we could do more with the show. We could have y'all on camera. That would be fun.
That would be fun.
That would be fun to see if we was all here on camera. That way y'all could see all of us. See? We need to do that.
Boy, then I'd really drive people away.
Ah, are you shitting me? Not while I'm in the room, buddy. They're going to be too busy looking at me going, what the fuck happened to that guy?
I'm going to have to grow a beard then.
Is that a result of an accident or something? Anyway, shit. Well, Joe Biden talked to old Pooty today. I think that
Yes, he
went
did.
better. I'm more confident with Biden talking to him than old dumbass Donnie, who was just there to lick his boot.
And then take Putin's side over our intelligence community side.
Yeah. Well, everybody's waiting to.
I'm pretty sure that didn't happen today.
No, I'm sure it didn't. I'm sure it didn't. Every word. Hi. What's up?
I'm wondering why your super chat thing ain't working.
Yeah, my super chat thing ain't working.
Give me your mouse. for
Which mouse? You
whichever
want
one
this
is.
mouse?
Whatever.
Oh, no.
You're using your thing.
I'm using this thing here. Hold on, my tech support just entered the room. That one.
Okay, you did get Michael Johnson's.
Yep, I got Michael Johnson's. I didn't see Maria Betancourt's.
Yeah, that's weird. 'Cause it showed up on YouTube.
Everything going all right?
Oh yeah, no, everything's fine.
All right.
Peter's giving me a little bit of issues, but I'm finally back on. That's when I heard all this stuff was going on. Huh? Well,
Well, if you're here, then I can assume you're not listening to us down there.
well, at the moment. I mean, I can't be in two
Okay.
places at once.
Well, why not?
We haven't.
If
gotten
you
there.
tried hard.
I know. Well, we just
kids
haven't
around
got
here
there
I
yet.
said, tell you,
know?
don't even try it.
We haven't got there yet, you know.
Oh, I know. I know it.
But we'll get there eventually, I'm sure.
I'm
Yeah, I
sure
don't
it's
know-
working.
I don't know why you got problems. That's weird.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Yep.
See if it
Cool.
keeps working.
All right, I'll head back down. I
All
just
right.
wanted to see if I had to do anything up there.
All right. Rose home and all that. Everything's good.
Yeah, everything's good.
Hey,
Hey.
tell her it was great meatloaf, by the way.
Oh yeah. Well,
We had Rose's meatloaf for dinner this evening. It was
I'm
good.
sure everyone saw. I'm sure everyone saw Steve Bannon got his trial date. Unfortunately, it's not till July of 22.
You know, that kind of pissed me off. Really? July? You can't do better than that?
And he remains
is-
free the whole time.
This is what's considered a speedy trial
Yeah.
in America.
Well, now, Stevie Boy wanted October. Of course he
Yes.
did, because he wanted it right before the election. Hold on. Excuse me. But July,
Bless you.
was it July 19th or something like that?
Well, the prosecutors wanted April, so the judge kind of,
Kind of hit in the middle.
split it in half.
I
Yeah.
think April would have been just fine.
Now, we do have to remember that the
February would be better.
judges are, they got their courts packed full of idiots that tried to do an insurrection.
I'm sorry, I got distracted by a squirrel. You know what squirrel I got distracted by?
Nana Lovely?
Nana Lovely. Indeed, just made a donation and said, "Hi, honey, I'm home. Happy holidays, everyone." Nana Lovely, does that mean you're back home, as in back in Pennsylvania? I believe. In Elvira. No, I'm sorry, Elvira, New York. Pennsylvania. Elvira. I was distracted because, of such things like this, Nana Lovely. Just happen to have it handy all the time in case, anybody needs a terrible towel. I needed one the other day. See, it was handy. I spilled all my shit, and there it was. Terrible towel right there. Anyway, Nana Lovely, thank you very much, darling. I'm glad you're home. I've seen all your pictures, too. And Nana's been out in... Tammy Ames has been out in California. Beverly Hills. Movie stars, swimming pools, all that kind of stuff. She's been out there seeing a lot of it. I'm happy for her. She looked like she had a wonderful time. Did I hit a button? Y'all there?
We're here.
Okay. Just leave me hanging there. That's okay. I don't mind. I could just sit here.
I had to repress saying that the Steelers, I guess, aren't completely useless.
Be careful now.
Get myself in some trouble.
Yeah, be careful. She is a...
Hey.
Question is though, where the hell is he?
there?
She's what?
Said question. Go ahead, Dean. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say the question is where the hell is here though.
Oh, here is Elvira, New York, but she is a huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan. A huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and proud of it, baby. And, yeah.
She's rabid.
Yes. She is a diehard Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and I love her for it. I love her for
That
it.
super chat from Chuckster255. I heard that recorded poem that somebody, Bo of Fifth Column, was reading an email, and it was said from a blue dot in Texas. That's what they said on their email.
Is that right?
I don't know. I don't know which one. Said he was from Texas.
Okay, Chuckster255 came in with a $10 donation and said, "Hi, all blue dots. Anyone here watch Bo of the Fifth Column? Occasionally I do. I think bring him up because the other day he read an email from, I think, a young person who referred to themselves as a blue dot in Texas." Well, Chuckster255, thank you very much for the compliment. Well, there's a lot of blue dots in Texas. Maybe he's another blue dot in Texas. That's
It's good to know.
Yeah. I don't, I'm just one of thousands and millions, I hope. And S. Warren came in with $5 and said, "Good riddance, Nunez." Indeed. Devin
See
Nunez.
what job he's going.
Yeah,
see what
going
job
away.
he's getting.
Going away. Yep,
He's off
good
to work
riddance.
for Trump.
Yeah, he's going to work for Trump's new social media conglomerate, Truth. Truth. What is that? What? Oh, shit. There it is. It's late, man. You hit the button and then it's supposed to. Oh, that's a delay. Oh, that's a big delay. I'm going to hit the button and slap. I'm going to hit it now. Oh, that's a delay. I got a big delay in my queue there.
Better get that tech guy on it.
I better get the tech guy on. Hey, get in there and tighten it down. I think the timing chain slipped on that sucker.
A little bit.
Anyway, shit. Yes, Devin Nunez has decided to resign from Congress. He's giving it up and going to go to work for Donnie. Boy, howdy shit. Anybody want to take odds on how that's going to work out?
Hey, you know what? Here's the thing. That media conglomerate that Devin Nunes thinks he's going to go make $1 billion at is already being investigated by the FTC and another federal agency
with initials
that's looking into the alphabet soup thing. That they're already looking into how Trump started this business and how they've already swindled people out of money. Yeah. So good luck.
Good luck with that, Devin. Just get your ass out of Congress.
Seat. Okay.
Hey, John, I'm gonna duck out. I see Bill Joins and Ed Beatty want to come in, but I gotta go do something.
Okay. Well, David, I appreciate it very much. Bill, I'm sorry. I was looking over there at the screen. I see Bill. David, thank you so much, brother, for coming in. We enjoyed your visit.
Well, that wasn't me that was leaving, though. Sorry.
Oh, that's Jeremy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I guess I know where you want me to go.
No. I'm looking at the other side. Y'all fucking me up now.
I can take a hint.
No, you keep your ass here, Jeremy. Get the fuck out of here, would you? You're bothering me, son.
Okay.
No, I love you, brother. Thank you for being here.
Sure, no problem. Bye.
All right, Jeremy, take care.
Bye.
No, I got confused. See, that's how come Travis took this over, but I can still hear his voice up here in the house out there. I think he's talking to his mama, so. All right, wait a minute now. No, that didn't happen. That didn't work. Why didn't that work? Shit. I'm trying to get Bill Jones in the room.
Sounds like we got an open mic somewhere.
We got an open mic. Bill, are you in the room?
Bill's in the room, but he's not.
Hello.
Hello, Bill.
There he is.
I think I got in.
Yes, I've got a noise in my ear.
Is everybody doing all right?
Yeah, everybody's doing fine. Bill, how are you?
Doing good. I was very down here in the news about broken roads. That kind of brought me a little bit down anyway, remembering Pearl Harbor today. I come from a Navy family, so that's always in my heart, December 7th.
Yes, indeed. Yes, as a matter of fact, we had a moment of silence a moment ago.
Yep, yeah. Thank you for that. That's very nice. Well, I do have some good news I wanted to share with the family. Last week I got through all my heart stuff, and I had my cardioversion done, and put me on new medication. And watch out, guys! You're going to have to put up with me now. I'm good to go for a while. So.
Oh shit!
That's
Now
a
I got to
huge
change
relief,
all my
Bill.
plans. Damn.
Wonderful news.
I got the pleasure to talk to Bill on the phone today. As a matter of fact, I have that written down on my tablet over here. I was so involved with the bad news that did I mention that?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. No, I don't think I did. But your test came back good. You got some new meds. Yeah.
Yeah, they shocked me and got me back into rhythm. I got new meds, and they don't want to see me for 6 months, so that's good for me.
Anytime the doctor says I don't want to see you again for a while, that's great news.
Yeah, buddy. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of happy about that. Ready to get back in the mix. I spent yesterday.
That is such
catching up
good
with-
news, Bill. I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I spent the day yesterday and today catching up with the committee and getting ready in the new year to rock this thing out. We're organized in all 100 counties now, and we're going to get some Democrats elected here in North Carolina. So I'm hoping.
22's our year. We got to do this shit.
Yeah. Well, we're hoping to get our first senator, and I'm hoping that you guys get a good governor with Beto O'Rourke.
Oh man. Oh man.
Feel free, brother.
And by the way, Daryl, if you're listening, Daryl called me yesterday. And by the way, Bernard, he wants you to call you anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I've been a little overwhelmed in the last couple of days. So.
I bet.
I will
He's got
get to you,
something
Daryl.
for Dominic, he said.
Sweet. I'll give him a call.
Yeah. Anyway, let me catch up real quick while we're doing that, because Catman56. Oh, look at there. Came in with a donation. He said it's time, because Keith loves this song, so we have to.
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch.
I just
I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow.
It's a cheerful little song. Keith,
Yes,
thank
it
you
is.
very much, brother. And Michael Johnson came in with a $2 donation. Said Marjorie Taylor Greene needs gunnery sergeant Emery treatment. Play him, John. Yo, she's a.
You are pukes. You are the lowest form of life on earth. You are not even human fucking beings. You are nothing but unorganized, grabastic pieces of amphibian shit.
That's what Marjorie Taylor Greene is. That is a grand description of Marjorie Taylor Greene. And I can't wait for 22 because I want to see that. Mark Perkins came in with a $10 donation and said, blue over red, I'd much rather be a right-wing nut job. I could never be, and fuck Trump. Blue over red, I'd much rather be a right-wing nut job. I could never be, and fuck Trump. Indeed. Let's go.
Hey,
John, your mic's going in and out.
Mine is?
It's not John. It's Ed. Ed, your mic is giving us some feedback here in Discord. Can you mute that thing?
Oh, my fault. I wanted to get your attention. I wanted to say that Biden should pass this bill to get high-speed internet. But one thing is that people don't want some of the.
I don't think Ed's listening to know that it is. I muted him on mine, but.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes, go ahead, Ed.
But it's just, I mean, we need this infrastructure bill. I mean, we need better internet. We need better water pipes and everything. And it's just people, and they just say that. Some people say that in the right-wing Q-nuts saying that 5G high-speed cell phone data is evil.
Well, of course it is.
Evil. I just want to get faster. I want to get faster downloads.
At the cost of your soul, Ed. You know you have to sign a deal with the devil for 5G. It's in the contract, brother. It's down there, section B, subsection 452. Look right down there. How do you address that kind of shit? It's evil. Anything technology brings some of these people they think is evil, or it's, socialist, or they'll come up with a good name.
Excuse me.
Yes.
But Ed, do you have a fan on in the background? Because there's a, yeah.
Sorry, there's my air fryer. Let me mute for a while. Hang on. I'll be back.
Thank you.
Magic words at my house. Air fryer? What are you cooking? Yeah.
No, we love people cooking. You know that much.
I love my chicken in my air fryer.
loud.
Just throw it in there. Comes shot just like that. Shit, Popeyes ain't got nothing on my chicken at home. Shit, yeah.
Okay.
Throw all
It's
sorts of
probably better
spices
for
in
you.
there. Whatever you got, throw it on the chicken. Throw it in there. We'll see what it tastes like. Yeah, so far it ain't
There
been
it
bad.
is.
So
Right on.
as long as it keeps working out fine. No, I love my air fryer. We use it quite often.
Right on.
Anyway, where was we? What rat killing was we doing? Squirrel.
Well, we do need high-speed internet, you know, and
We
it
do.
just we need so many things in this country, and that's the problem. We need so many things
Yes.
because for so long, our own infrastructure was not being maintained for so long. Yet we could find, you know, $1 trillion to go spend over in Afghanistan.
That's the exact problem. You look at how long we've been at war versus how many decades now that our infrastructure got neglected. We're way behind. You know, they have passed as a gesture towards it, but I mean, high-speed internet anymore is a matter of economic equality.
Yes.
Because you
Yes.
need it for your
Economic
jobs. You
equality,
need it to
social equality,
advance.
everything.
You would think we would need it to be able to compete with the rest of the world.
The rest of the world has
Exactly.
high-speed rail. It's just one of my things I always throw in there because it just pisses
The
me
rest
off.
of the world has health care.
They have health care. They have high-speed internet. They have high-speed rail. They have a lot of things that we don't have in this country. But hey, we got freedom. Yeah, that's what it was. Freedom. We got freedom.
Speaking of health care, I posted a article over in Discord about this certain powers to be. Well, the assembly here in the legislature of California has got up a bill to give Medicare for all or single pay
Yeah.
health care, guaranteed health care to every Californian. And we were trying to get this bill passed, and I put up a link for people in Cali if you want to write to your assembly person and tell them to vote for this bill because it's coming up in January 2022, January in 2022. So it's coming up shortly. It's AB 1400, and it is to pass Medicare for all type bill here in California, and hopefully if we could get this passed here in California, then maybe the rest of the country will be able to take a look at it and see that it's a
California
system
leads
that
the way in a lot of
California-
things.
work.
California Blue Dots lean hard on your state representatives. There's a lot of them, Democrats that are still kind of back and forth on it. Some that are opposing it. Lean on them. They need
Write
to
to
be leaned
your
on.
assembly people. I put up a link to send a form letter. It's pretty. I read the letter myself, changed what I wanted to change, and sent it off to my assembly person, Jim Woods, and our state representative, because we do need to pass something like this. California is the 8th largest community economic
Power, yeah.
in the world.
Yes, it could
world.
be its own country.
Yeah.
And we're
Yes.
talking about guaranteed health care where you don't have to pay deductibles. You could go to any doctor you want to. There are no networks that you have to deal with.
Just
and
go to
it's
the doctor.
guaranteed just go to the doctor. And if
That's
you don't
it.
like that doctor, go to another doctor.
Yeah, they always tell you
And
get a
it's
second opinion. Wouldn't that be
Health
easy?
care for all. Right here in California. Let's do this, Cali Blue Dots.
That
I
is
got a
so
link over
inspiring if they
there in
were to do
Discord.
it. If they were to get
Yeah.
it done. Because it would be a shining star on our flag indeed.
But that vote is coming up soon. It's coming up in January of 2020.
Anytime we get in the healthcare
And,
discussion,
this is
and
something
y'all,
that I feel like
until we get that under
we're
control.
talking health care for everybody in California. Yeah.
And do not believe the arguments that they're saying that it will cost California all this money. All the legitimate studies, all the good studies have showed that it's going to save us money. Because we're already having to cover people through.
You know what it's going to cost California if it doesn't pass?
Middleman.
It's going to cost lives.
Yes.
That's the cost.
We're already paying for people to go into the emergency rooms that can't afford it because that's guaranteed.
Yes.
We have to have that.
You have
so it's
to
not
have that.
like
So you're paying for it anyway.
All this is making sure it's paid for.
It's preventative medicine. Why wait until they're in desperate need to go to the emergency room when they could have gone to a doctor weeks ago? But there is no doctor to go to. So you have to wait until you're in that desperate situation. You end up in the emergency room. We do not have health care in this country. We have profit care. This is a system set up to make money.
And people are asking, what is AB 1400? You can look it up on the internet. Do a Google search. It'll give you the wording of the billing and the whole bit. But it is something that we need to do here in California. There's a lot of people out there hurting. Just imagine where Ozzy David would be if he had to deal with an insurance company as to whether or not he could go into the hospital and have brain surgery because he has a blood clot in his brain.
Australia has
one point I want to make about this AB 14.2 to get the word out there. The media is not covering it, not even local media in this state. They are overlooking this. They're ignoring it. They're pretending like it's nothing serious and it doesn't have a chance of passing. We need to subvert the media blackout on this.
And you know
get the word out there.
The California Nurses Association has a toolkit in the website, which I linked in Discord, that will give you the opportunity to write postcards, get on phone banks, write a letter to your congressperson or your assembly person in the state. They got it all hooked up right there, and you can go and click on any of the links and find out about this bill and get the word out. Help get the word out, because this is something that needs to pass, and we need to pressure our elected representatives in the legislature to pass this bill.
And that's what community involvement sounds like right there.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what it sounds like. When it's in your state, in your district, in your neighborhood, be concerned, baby. We need to be concerned always about the major national politics, but pay attention to what's going on in your state, in your local politics. It makes a huge difference. And in California, in this case, wow. Really? Healthcare?
Yeah, it's huge.
That's huge.
Guys. Yeah, and if we could get it passed here in California, imagine what it would do for the rest of the country.
It would be an inspiration to the rest of the nation. It would show a guide, a path to where we could do that.
There are other states looking at it and watching what California does. New York's looking seriously at it, and several other states. So it is important to the country.
It's one of those things that we have to face eventually. You cannot base people's health on the amount of money they have in their pocket or how much insurance they got. That's not what it was. You can't put capitalism in healthcare.
Or if they could come up with a deductible.
Hey, Bill, you're back.
Come up with a deductible. Yes, Bill's back.
Yes, I hear you, Bill. Hey, before we come back, Bill, let me catch up here because I'm late. 12 minutes ago, oh shit, Johnny Fly came in with $5 and said, "Keep pushing all the right buttons, John. The midterm elections may depend on it, LOL. Oh, and fuck Trump and Nunes too. How long will it be before he's dumped? Not soon enough. Thank you, Johnny Fly." And then I caught this when it went by because it never did flash up on my screen, but I caught it in the chat. Linda Beeler came in with $10 donation and said, "Just want to say that this Blue Dot family gives me hope." Linda, thank you very much for that, baby. Especially on today, because that's what we are. It's how I started this show, to remind everybody that this has become a family, and that we truly care about the people that we've made contact with, and that is. I keep telling y'all the conversation that goes on in this chat, the people that say hello back and forth to each other, people, Blue Dot members that have talked on the phone or actually driven to each other's house to meet. It's just a fascinating family we have here. So, Linda, thank you for that, baby. It makes me feel good, too. It does indeed. And so, yeah, thank you. Where was we? Bill had something to say.
Yeah. We get lost, don't we?
Yes, we do. Sometimes, buddy.
Yeah, I think the big thing that I want to say to everybody is kind of what John was just saying is Get involved. You don't have to be crazy like me and get involved in joint committees and work 4 or 5 days a week on it, but
Hey, it's fun.
get involved. Get involved. Whether it's putting a bumper sticker on your car or calling your Democratic Party or, knocking on doors, talking to people, making phone calls. Get involved. It makes a difference.
Stuffing envelopes, mailers, there's a myriad of things that you could do to be involved.
Exactly. And it all helps. Even if you just talk to your neighbor on the way to the mailbox.
Yeah.
Spread the word. Let them know
It
who
makes you
are.
feel good. It makes you feel good because you're
what
involved.
Bill's saying. Contact your local media too. Contact them.
Yeah.
They are responsible to you. Get a hold of them.
Yeah.
All
Your
these
local,
people work for us.
Newspaper, write an op-ed for your local newspaper and call your editor and say, I have an article I want to publish. They'll put it in for you.
Yes, you can always. Yes, that's not
anything.
That hasn't not faded away. You can still write to the editor.
Yep.
The only way we'll lose this democracy is if we don't treat it like a democracy.
Indeed.
And we don't treat it with the involvement it needs. It's something we have to. If it's for the people, all the people have to be involved.
It is a joint effort, a shared freedom. A shared. I just thinking about freedom coming from shared responsibility, shared. It doesn't come free. There's
shared
a shared sacrifice that comes with this. And
we share the benefits as well.
Yes, we share in the benefits. That's socialism. You know that, David.
Was it?
Yeah.
I think it was Sinclair that said, "Evil prevails when a good person doesn't stand up and say something."
Yes. Bad things happen when good people do nothing.
And we got enough of those evil, crazy people around. So
Yes, we
we're
do.
all good people. Let's start standing up and get out the vote next year, guys.
And be
That's
proud
what
of
it's
it.
all about. We need the issues and all that are important. But the bottom line is we need to turn out like we've never turned out before.
Yep.
And if we do that, I think we can prevail.
I think we can, Bill. I do. The news kept on saying, well, it looks like a great year for the Republicans. Kiss my ass. No, I don't think so. I can see them. There's so many of them, as in Bobart, as in Cucumber Lady and Matt Gaetz and all this other, bozo down here in Texas. What's it? Damn.
Louis.
Go Mark. Louis, thank you, David. These people are treading water anyway.
Right.
And then you throw in people
But
like
as we
Devin
get-
Nunes is just jumping like rats from a sinking ship.
All right. But as we get into in the new year, and you guys we're gonna start doing some serious discussions and have some roundtables and whatnot.
I think the new year is going to bring us. For one, Liz Cheney said that the January 6th committee will be doing live hearings, and it's going to be in vivid color. So, and see with the all the hundreds of people that they got they're getting the information on their phone data, their tech devices, all their they don't get the conversation, but they get what numbers were talking to what numbers, how long they talked, and where they were. Well, on January 6th, that would be a whole lot of good information to have as to who was talking to who and for how long. And that includes a lot of people that were in the White House. Huh?
They don't want to accept the fact that he lost.
No. They're afraid of their own involvement. They are so denial of this, but only because they're stinking guilty of all these crimes. They actively sought to overturn our government. They actively sought to deny Joe Biden the winner of the election, and that's traitorous behavior, and they know it. So their only defense is freedom. America, take your country back. Come up with another slogan, because that's what it is. It's attitude. They don't give a shit. They broke some laws. Who cares? What's a few laws? Well, we have to care, or the laws are no good. I don't like that thought. I grew up believing our laws meant something. that our Constitution meant what it said. And yet we have a history of having to fight for every freaking right to include the basic of the whole concept. We the people. All of us. It's all history.
And you remember that the only thing right now that the Republican Party has to sell is fear. That's why they're acting like fear mongers. And they do this to make us afraid so they can put restrictions on, they can put in laws that will eventually allow them to run an authoritarian government as a minority.
Yes.
That's what the fear manipulation is. That's all they have.
That's all they have is fear. And if they could keep us in a fearful state and talking about their bullshit fear all the damn time, we're distracted and we can't get nothing passed.
Yeah.
That's why passing the infrastructure bill is so important.
And what's worse, they want to intimidate us with assault rifles and guns, saying this is our country. I get it, but you're acting nuts. It's just you're acting nuts. I get it.
But it's our country also. And we don't have to take this shit off these people. I'm sorry, but, you know, come asking me for my fucking papers and you could, it's on and popping. Okay? I'm not going for that. And I'm not going back. We can't afford to go back. We need to keep progressing forward. Trump and his backward-looking mega theory needs to, these people need to take a fucking hike with this bullshit. We ain't going back. We've already done that shit, and we're way beyond that. It's time for y'all to come forward.
It's a stupid dream by a bunch of whack jobs.
We have black and brown people in this country. We ain't going away.
No.
It's our country too. I was born
anybody
here.
That is considering
here too.
That they think they're fighting for a white nationalist society, a country where only white people, pack it up your fucking ass. The logistics alone, math. Are you shitting me? It's not serious. I mean, it'll never happen. They know it'll never happen, but it gets recruits from hateful people. It's just a venue to display their fucking hate and racism and bigotry. It's never going to happen.
Always been this
real pisser is,
John. It has always been here. We are always going to have cockroaches because there's some cockroach out there teaching his kids how to be a cockroach.
Or maybe just because America is infested.
We are, darling. We are. There's cockroaches in every part of our society. But the only way we defeat that is to keep stomping them. We're never going to get rid of them. But you make them go back into their little fucking hole. Go back into your garage with your little...
of national security and our economy. They don't understand that a white supremacist movement leaves us vulnerable as a country. It hurts our economy when everyone's not participating and can't be part of the whole process. Their restriction, what they're saying to doing, flies directly in their face of the two of the biggest issues they're always screaming about: the economy and national security. It drives me crazy.
It drives all of us nuts. Their whole idea of this bullshit.
Indeed.
The economy is not as bad as the mainstream media was.
And I think it's going to be improving.
Exactly.
And
it's good here in California.
The national security threat comes from within the house now.
Hey, how about them gas prices? They're coming down. Joe did that.
It's like everyone said they would.
Yep.
And Biden, just like Biden said they would as soon as he released the strategic reserve.
Yes. Yeah. Prices are coming down a little bit now. Yeah,
and they're not going to give him credit for it.
Huh?
They're sure not giving him credit for it, are they?
No, they're not. No, they're not saying anything about that. They barely mentioned the price was coming down. And there is a lot of shit that indications that the economy is doing a lot better. Shopping, for one, for this Christmas season, it's up, baby. People are spending money. If they're spending money, they're confident in where they're at. We're not healed yet. But we're getting better every damn day.
Just recently did, where he compared coverage of Trump and coverage of Biden side by side on the exact same issue. The month that Trump created 200,000 jobs, they called the robust growth.
Yes.
And the same comparison to a Biden month where he had 200,000 jobs just recently, and they said it was stagnant. And this is what's the problem. You don't realize it, but we're being manipulated a lot.
Yeah,
And
the
thank goodness for
news, you
somebody.
know, they bought into this whole shit, and I see it. That's why I call, I'm starting to look at CNN as fair and balanced. Are you shitting me? Come on, man. You know.
CNN is sus anymore.
Yeah, it's really kind of, because I get a lot of news from there. I like, a lot of different sources, but, most of mine, I guess, is reading. I read a lot of Washington Post, the New York Times.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's great. You need to get your news sources from different places instead of just one.
Yeah. Don't try to bury yourself in the TV because,
Yeah.
When you hear something you're interested about, just walk over if you have access to it.
And one of the reasons why I like to read is because then I don't have talking heads in my head.
Yeah, I get that.
You're not getting an interpretation that way most of the time.
Yeah, and I can back up and make sure. I said, "Did you say that right? What the fuck?" He said, "What?" Yeah. I better retain it when I read it.
There for your news.
When I read it,
look at the news coming out of Australia and what they're saying about us. Look at the news coming out of Europe, out of the Middle East.
Yeah.
Get those international sources too. Don't just get the one facet of it.
You'll be amazed at what you find out. And side stories too. You'll be chasing something and all of a sudden, did I tell you about the people in Mississippi? Oh, I already took it.
Oh no, what's going on there?
Oh, no. I think I already told y'all about the car, the free car.
Speaking of which, John,
there
was some disappointing news. There was some disappointing news today that the Department of Justice is closing the Emmett Till investigation, which I found very disappointing. But it's just, even the state won't even give compensation to Till's family, which is another example of miscarriage of justice.
Well, okay.
That whole story is a tragedy. I saw the family respond to that, and I think their message was that the fight has to go on. You can't. It's a disappointing closing the case, but there's nobody left to persecute. But it's that story.
There's nobody left.
Yeah, there's nobody left.
But that's how long that injustice has been going on in this country, and it's a long time.
I can't remember the two guys' names.
It's no different than the couple of men that have been exonerated by the Department of Justice in the last couple of weeks after having 50 years of each of their lives stripped from them, and they too will get no compensation whatsoever.
The two people that were tried for Emmett Tillis's death were found acquitted, and later on admitted that they did it. But they're both dead. So we know the story, but there's with the last lady the one that had proclaimed that Emmett had made sexual advances at her, recanted her story to a reporter who put it in book. But then when the book read, they ran back to the lady and said, "Did you say that?" And she said, "No, I didn't. I didn't change my story." And now she's dead. There's nobody left to ask anymore. But I think we know the story. The story came out regardless. We know what happened, but was justice given? Not really. No. It's an example of what can happen if we don't demand justice. If the Aubrey case out in Georgia, if that video had not
serves one example.
Yeah, if that video had not come to light, nothing happened. There would have been no prosecution. There would have been no sentence. It would have just been swept away. Nothing happened. Go back to your homes. Nothing to see here. So yeah, I want that prosecutor in Brunswick, Georgia. I want her charged. I want her. Oh shit. I want her charged because it was a dereliction of her duty, her oath, as an officer of the court. So yeah. To this day, I think that's what the family meant. We have to keep fighting.
If she runs for governor.
Huh?
I wouldn't be surprised she won for Attorney General.
Who? Which one?
That prosecutor who was found in contempt during the Woodbury trial. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
It's a little joke.
Well, all of a sudden, the thought in my head, let her go ahead and try that. Let's see how that works out. She would be crucified.
But this is how the other side is rewarded nowadays.
Well,
you
just
know, you do
the idea that
yes, as despicable as you possibly can, and then you get voted into office and get the taxpayers to pay your salary. Wow, and it's a reward.
And unfortunately,
being, the slimiest person that you could possibly be.
AKA Bobart, Cucumber Lady. Those are the type in politics. Trump himself. That's where they get the inspiration from. If he can get away with it, why can't we all get away with it? Why can't we just say nasty, stupid shit, pull it out of our ass, and nobody will pay attention? No, we're paying attention. Bobart out there talking about this story with Ilhan Omar in the elevator. She pulled it out of her ass. It did not happen. There's no story like that. She just made it up to sound good.
But here's the thing, John. She got out there and squawked, and mainstream media made it a story.
She's but that's what the story is. Look at me. I'm Sandra. She I don't know. High school dropout, ran her car into a ditch when she was drunk, married her boyfriend because he's flashing his pecker at him, and he got arrested at the bowling alley. It's just an American story out there. Are you shitting me? I know Colorado's got better than that, but that's who we got. And she hangs her hat on being a disgusting.
And she gets rewarded for it.
She gets the attention for it.
Look at Devin Nunes and the despicable things that he did.
Yeah.
And look where he's going. He's going to try to get rewarded for it.
What's that, David?
Because this is what they think. They can do that and be rewarded for it.
That's the reward, is all the attention. And you got to think, she's set for life now. Even if she gets thrown out of Congress, if she's defeated in Congress, are you shitting me? She's got a story to tell for the rest of her life. She'll have a book. People will want to talk to her.
Oh, she'll end up on one of the right-wing channels.
Yes, she'll have her own show, and it will be all about guns. That's it. That's all that matters to her. Anyway.
I sometimes wonder every day why we have these Q-nuts in office. As a rhetorical question. It's just it makes you think. It might give you a headache.
It makes you concerned about the percentage of people in our country who think it's okay to put those people in office. That's what concerns me.
Yeah.
The people that voted for Bobart, who voted for Marjorie Taylor Greene, who voted for Matt
Look at the
Gaetz.
areas they're voted in, though.
Yes.
They were voted in by a small part of the population. The greatest enemy in all their districts was indifference.
If you don't vote.
But here's the thing. Now that they're incumbents and they'll return.
That's the problem.
And time again.
If we do not.
There's a great candidate running against Marjorie Taylor Greene. I know that. Really good Democrats.
Yep.
This is going to be an active season. This is going to be a very active and entertaining season. Are you shitting me? Look at all the drama you're going to see on all sorts of commercials. You know they're coming. This is going to be a very important. So don't get lost in all the commercials and the hype and all that shit. You know where your heart lies. We got to take the Senate, and there's a damn good chance we can, and take it by a margin that makes Joe Manchin irrelevant.
I tune out those ads.
Yeah.
Tune out those
no, we got a shot here. And with the Department of Justice Block in Texas here, they're not going to be able to use this redrawn map for the coming 22 election. So we got a shot, baby. And with Beto O'Rourke running down here for governor, we stand a shot of turning this state blue, baby. And I'm going to do everything I can to help.
I would vote for Beto.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
If this was nationwide, I would vote for Beto in a heartbeat.
I love the guy. I really am. I'm inspired every time I get to go hear him speak. We're going to have to wrap it up. I see the time is slipping away from us. I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight. I want to thank Andy Paguda who came in earlier, and thank you so much with your help with Joyce, and just thank you for being a wonderful person that you are, Andy. We appreciate you so much. And let me see. Bill Jones.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, brother, for coming in. I'm glad all the med stuff came out all right.
Yes.
Yeah, well.
Yes.
You were one of the ones we was all worried about before. Now we got other. We got to see this whole family is a big family, baby. We worry about each
I'm
other.
getting healthy so I can participate in the fight. We may get the thing off the ground here, and we're organized, we're fired up, and we're ready to put some Democrats in office.
I like that. Fired up, ready to go. Somebody said that one time.
Well, like you guys are excited about getting better of the government. We're looking to find our first U.S. senator as a Democrat.
There you go. I think it's going to be an exciting year, Bill.
We haven't had a Democratic senator in forever, so we're ready for one.
Outstanding. I think it's going to be. It's going to be a fun year, brother. Hold on to your britches.
I think so.
Yeah, we're going to have fun. Anyway, Ed.
I appreciate it. Thank you, brother.
You bet, Bill.
Yes, John.
Thank you, brother, for coming in, Ed. We appreciate it tremendously. Always enjoy the conversation, my friend.
Add something, John, before I go.
Sure.
Every month I do contribute to Raphael Warnock's election fund.
Outstanding.
Re-election. Every month. He's originally from Savannah, where I'm from. And he is also our very first African American senator. And we got to keep him in the history books.
Amen, brother. Indeed. And we're part of it.
And Bernadette, thank you.
You're welcome.
And Bernadette, thank you for giving me those words of encouragement still, saying this is my country. This is everyone's country.
Everybody, baby.
It is. It's our country,
It's
too.
ours.
Indeed.
All of ours. And we stand by each other. Ed, thank you very much for that, too. And David. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
I hope the day goes by better tomorrow. I hope the day just brings you everything. I hope the day makes you smile, brother.
I got to be honest. I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
I'm not discouraged yet. I'm not. I'm looking at this going, no, the fight's just begun.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be an exciting year, brother. I'm looking forward to this fight. I think we got a better and better chance. Every time I start looking around at what's happening, it's just like Tevin Nunes retiring. Are you shitting me? You think he'd give up if he thought he stood a chance? Fuck no.
Bye, Felicia.
No, rats from a sinking ship, baby. And I think by the time we get through with January and February with the January 6th committee shit, it's going to blow holes in their ship and it's just going to start sinking. Some of them realize that and are leaving. But, what was that old saying? We're surrounded. Now we have them right where we want. Full speed ahead, baby. Full speed ahead. Damn the torpedoes. Let's get them. Anyway, David, thank you so much for being here, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you. And, of course, Bernadette, always, baby. Always appreciate your voice in here.
Healing blessings to my friend Ozzy Dave and to Joyce this evening.
Thank you.
Let's just make it through this, you guys.
Yeah, we have to. And indeed, keep Joyce and Ozzy Dave in your hearts. And like I said, if you're a religious person, pray, baby.
And we have some, the upcoming year, 2022, we got some good things happening, y'all. Stacy's running and Beto's running. And, we have the prospects of putting in some governors that are going to help change this country.
You know that feeling you get when you know some bully's fixing to get it shoved in his face?
Yep.
That's the feeling I'm starting to get over 22.
Yeah.
Let's shove it in their face. We took it in 2018. We took it in 2020. I want to shove it in their face. I want to shove it in their face. We're going to take this country. Anyway, Bernadette, thank you very much for being here. And, of course, my son, Travis, who takes care of us all the time behind the scenes and even has to dash up here and fix things. Thank you so much, buddy. We appreciate it tremendously. The whole family does. And, okay, wait a minute. I got to catch up on a couple of donations that just came in. Catman56, our brother Keith, up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, who I would share a foxhole with any fucking day of the week, says, here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, the MPS departments have to reform with our voices, our help. We need this change in the nation. Service each other, not killing each other. Indeed, baby. Police reform, not defund. Let's reform the shit out of them. Let's get it right. And Catman 56 came back with another donation. So what the fuck is in the Kool-Aid? Keith, buddy, we're trying to figure that shit out. It's got to be some mighty dumbass crap, boy. It just must eat the brain. I'm serious. That's some strong shit. And Maria Bentoncourt came in with another $5 and said, how can Putin fear us when we can't punish our own corrupt politicians? Got to take care of our own house, baby. I believe Joe Biden did a good job with Putin today, but yeah, we can't be a beacon to the world and scream about perfect democracy when we're not one. When we have the corruption within our system, and we all know we do. We all know it. Now, these congressmen and senators, they're millionaires and such. You think they get that from their government pay? No. And the way they get it is tragic for the rest of us. While Manchin sits up on his big old fucking yacht and drives his Maserati. Is it a Maserati? Yeah. Anyway, talking about the entitlement society, and people on welfare. They think they're entitled to food and shelter, health care. Can you believe that shit? They want health. Yes, we do. Anyway, thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you for being a part of this family. And indeed, keep Joyce in your heart. Lift her up. She's gone through a tragedy that none of us can imagine the pain that she's suffering tonight. And keep your hearts up for Aussie Dave, who we hope came through his surgery just fine, and we'll be hearing from soon, I hope. And but lift him up and keep him in your thoughts. And to everybody else that might be suffering through something, Christmas isn't always a happy time of year for a lot of folks for a lot of reasons. And so indeed, the display today of how Bud's death was brought to all of us shows the power of this family. It was just like any other family. You call each other, you reach out. So that's what you do. And come by the Blue Room over there on Discord and join the family in conversation over there. You'll have a ball. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I thank you all for being here. Thank you for being a part of this family. And thank you for giving us a little bit of your time to share. We appreciate it tremendously. Y'all say good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. We'll see y'all.